Can we receive all things through faith?
Well, again, there's a lot of emphasis on faith in the prosperity gospel teaching. That's why one of the names that is given to this movement is faith movement, because there is so much of emphasis on faith. Now, it's good to have faith, obviously. We believe, that we need to have faith in the Lord. Without faith, it is impossible to please God. There's no doubt about it. The righteous live by faith, yes. But the problem is, again, with the extreme teaching on faith. Many of these prosperity preachers see faith as a law. Okay, they talk about the law of faith. They say that faith works just as gravitational force works. I take my pen, for instance, put it down, it falls, so gravitational force is at work. So every time I do that, the pen falls down. So they would say that faith also works in the same way. Every time you trust God, you can expect results. Faith is like, a formula where you can, God has already given everything for us in the spiritual realm. All that you need to do is to receive them from the spiritual realm into the physical realm through faith. So that's the kind of teaching that is being taught, which is a problem. Faith is not a formula. Faith is not in an abstract thing. We put faith in a person. We put faith in God, right? And so that is something which we need to remember. So I don't think that faith is a magical formula. You cannot receive everything just because you have faith. And some people even go to the extent of commanding God. There's a verse, I believe in Isaiah somewhere in the King James Version. They love to use a lot of King James Version because King James Version gives them, a lot of leeway to believe these doctrines. For example, 3 John 2, beloved, I wish that above all things thou mayest prosper and stuff like that. And yeah, they love the King James Version because it seems to support a lot. They basically drew a lot of doctrines from there through that terminology. I'm not saying King James teaches that, but basically the terminology. So they say that we can command God because we have faith and we have the rights, we have the inheritance and stuff like that. And when I read the literature on their teachings on faith, I heard preachers saying that we can have faith in our own faith. They said you can trust your own faith. Where did they get that? That's ridiculous, So believing in one's own faith is totally unbiblical. It is definitely not what is there in the Bible. So Bible teaches that we must have faith in God. God is the source of faith. God is the object of faith. They have certain erroneous teachings, Pastor Shine. For example, they say that even God has faith. And they say that we need to have that God kind of faith. If we have God kind of faith, we can also create realities and stuff like that. So, in other words, they say that if you have faith, even God has to kind of bow down. They may not use that language, but God has to give in because you have faith. So, I believe, yes, we must have simple trust in the Lord. We must have strong faith in the Lord. Yes, certainly. But that doesn't mean that, just because we have faith, we can receive everything. So I think we need to be balanced over there. We must have strong faith in the Lord. We must build up faith. But just because we have faith, we will not automatically receive everything from the Lord.